Finally guys, this is the last video of all the fallen tree damage repairs. And this is part number 10. I know y'all are wanting to see some before and after pictures, so we put some at the end of the video for y'all to look at. We might make it look easy measuring and putting this fascia board in for the soffit, but I cut a lot of it out. There's a little bit more that went into it than just what you see right here. It was a long process and it was kind of boring. I didn't figure y'all wanted to see all that. So right there where that red arrow is pointing at, that's where that oak beam comes out of the house. From video 7, y'all can see us taking that oak beam out and putting it back in and fixing the framing for that. Y'all might not be able to see it, but that fascia board rests on that oak beam right there. So right here you can see we scabbed on and fixed those busted rafter tails. If you'd like to see how we did that, go check out video 5. So just for reference, right there where those arrows are at, that's where that oak beam, the back of it, busted out and pushed that rafter up. And right there on the inside is where we did most of the work at. Go check out video 7, 8, and 9 if you'd like to see how we did all that. What you see us doing now is just pretty much putting the framing back here that like they had it in the soffit. Trying to get ready to put all the plywood back up. I'm excited for you all to see the before and after pictures at the end of this video. I'm also excited to be finished with these sets of videos so I can work on the new sets and show you guys what I'm working on now. And like always guys, if y'all have any questions about anything, please feel free to leave them in the comments for us. From this camera angle, you might not be able to tell, but this roof pitch is a 12-12. That means it's on a 45-degree angle, which is pretty steep. So one tip that I'll tell you guys about having a steep roof on your house, the steeper the roof, the bigger the gutter that you need. If you have a small gutter on a steep roof, then your rain runs down your roof so fast it just kind of runs over your gutter and it won't catch all your rain. The same applies for metal roofs too. You know, sometimes the roofing company or the roof installers won't tell you that, but anytime you have a steep roof or a metal roof, you need to have bigger gutters put on too. I was so thankful that the weather was cooperative with us on this job. I don't know if it even rained once while I had all this plywood and stuff off the roof. Except for today, the weather's been teasing me a little bit. It's been raining on and off barely. And it looks like I'm getting the plywood put back on just in time. Yep, here it is guys. If you look close you could see it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. Good thing we're about to start putting the felt paper down. The sole reason for me even putting this felt paper down is just in case it rains until the roofers get to it. Whenever the roofers come to re-roof this whole house, they'll tear all the felt paper that I put on here. They'll tear it off with the rest of the roof and refelt it with whatever kind of felt that they want to use. I'd say they'll probably use some kind of synthetic felt or something. I'm not against hand driving button caps or anything, but this button cap nailer that we got, man, it works good. After being on a time crunch and trying to get this felt on before it rains, I'm glad that we ended up buying one. It sure did save me a lot of time. All in all, this has been a fun job. You know, I can't really complain since didn't really know what I was getting into. You know, a tree fell on my house for crying out loud. But, you know, it was cool. I got to teach Isaac some stuff that he hadn't seen before. I always think it's cool trying to teach people stuff, you know, especially if they have an interest in it and have a will to learn. So like I mentioned before, the roofers will probably tear all this felt paper off and put their own felt on, which will probably be a synthetic felt. And a synthetic felt's kind of like more of a plastic-like felt, and this is more like a tar paper felt. This is a, 15 weight tar paper felt. You know, a lot of people wouldn't even realize all the work that would goes into something like this. That's kind of why I think it's cool to be able to show you guys, you know, what all went into actually doing all these repairs. You know, and y'all are more than welcome to go back and watch all the other videos to see how we did all this. If y'all don't mind, let me know what your favorite part of this whole project was. I'm curious to know. As soon as I get this last piece of felt paper on here, then we'll show you guys the before and after pictures. Let us know what you think. Here's one before picture. Here's another before picture. And then here's a after picture. And that's another after picture.